Hey, Casanova here. First, I want to say thank you for allowing me to walk with you on your real estate journey.
What's up, dream builder? Are you someone who's interested in creating a life by your design through all things real estate? Well, I can assure you, you are in the right place. Join me, your host, Casanova Brooks. I'm an award-winning real estate agent and investor as we uncover the top tips, strategies, and the mindset of the top real estate entrepreneurs across the world. Stay locked in because we're about to go on a journey that will change your life.
I remember when I first got started and I got my real estate license, I thought that I was going to come out of the gate within the first month. I was going to have 2 to 3 clients. And maybe you're just like that right now, but I can tell you for me, that couldn't have been further from the truth. In fact, I actually had to still keep working my W-2 job because I didn't know exactly how to grow my real estate business. I didn't have a mentor, I didn't have coaching, and I didn't even know where to go to be able to find out all the information that I needed to actually succeed in real estate. So that's what I want to help you with. I want to make sure that you have my top 3 tips on exactly what you should be doing, the 3 areas that you should be focusing on in those first 30 days so you can be successful in selling real estate. That first one is I need you to be intentional. So what does that mean? I'll tell you, when I first got in, people asked me, okay, what was your goals? And I didn't really have an intention. I mean, I kind of did, but for a lot of us, we don't. I was just like, I just want to sell some houses. I want to help my family. And for me, I was just in a brand new city. So I didn't really have any family and I didn't have a lot of friends. I had some other coworkers who was at my W-2 job. But what did that mean about being intentional? Well, as I was watching my videos, as I was starting to get more into personal development, self-development, I figured out that I was already breaking the cardinal rule. I didn't have any goals. So with number 1, when we talk about being intentional, what does that mean? That means you need to write down your goals. What are your goals in the first 3 months? Because if we write that down, it could be a monetary goal, just selling a certain amount of houses. It can be more on the activity because activity will provide results and revenue. So that's the first thing to kind of write down as well. Make sure that you write down activity will provide results and revenue, right? So what does that mean? With the activity, how many phone calls are you gonna make every single day? Block off just 1 hour. I'm sure if you go to work right now and you got a W-2 job, you're blocking off 3 to 4 hours of actually producing tasks that you're supposed to be doing. Same thing in real estate. If your goal is to make 20 contacts a day, block out 1 hour. Make sure you reach out to people. You can reach out through Facebook. You can reach out through Instagram, you can reach out through LinkedIn, and you just make a connection. It could be even lenders, it could be insurance agents, it could be anybody that you need, but your whole goal is to make contacts because it's a contact sport. I say all the time, real estate is a contact sport. So you got to make more contacts. One of the ways that I did it when I first got started is I was figuring out where were all the networking events, because these were people who either actively had a business that they were trying to grow and so they needed more customers, they needed more contacts, or they had a job and they were trying to help another business grow. So all of these people, even if they weren't the people who were going to be buying or selling real estate, I'm sure that they knew someone who they could introduce me to. So my goal was to go in there, build a relationship with them, build contacts with them, and then also be able to show my excitement. Another thing that I was doing was I was doing 3 to 5 coffee and lunches every single week. I was doing them with lenders. Why? Is because they already had pre-approved clients, right? And not all of their pre-approved clients already came with the realtor. So what I wanted to do was get in front of that lender who I knew was already doing a lot of production. And I wanted to say, hey, I would love for an opportunity, to be able to work with you on a deal and get this thing closed right away and show you exactly how I do business. Number 2 comes from, it's a quote that I came across on my social media. And so it said, your obsessions will become your possessions. Now I'll ask you right now, think about it. If you work in a job right now, how often would you say that you're thinking about your job? 95% of your day? When you first wake up in the morning, you're thinking, oh my God, do I have enough time before I have to get to work? While you're at work right now, you're thinking about what all the tasks that you have to do about your job. Then you have lunchtime and you're thinking, oh my God, what time do I have to be back at work? right? And when you leave for the day, even before your night is over, you're thinking, maybe I should go to bed, so I can get up early, and then I can also make sure that I got time to be able to get to work tomorrow. So the point is, you're thinking about your job 90 to 95% of your day. So let me ask you, if you switched that around, if you switched your mindset around and you started thinking about, again, number one, your goals and how intentional you need to be with your goals, how much would that help you shift from a job mentality to ownership mentality? Because you, as a real estate agent, as an entrepreneur, you do have a profession of where you own your career. You are thinking with the owner's mentality instead of an employee's mentality. You have to make sure that every single day you have your goals in front of you. Why? It's because it's going to challenge you. We all love some type of accountability. So I would challenge you right now to write down your goals and make them your obsessions. Make sure that you become obsessed with those goals. When someone asks you, what is it that you do? I help people turn dreams into reality. And so when someone says, okay, well, what does that mean? It's like, well, for you, have you ever had a dream of owning a home? And they'll say, oh yeah, absolutely. Have you ever worked on that? Have you ever achieved that yet? Nope, I haven't just yet, but I'm working on it. I'm getting my credit right. I'm gonna be talking to a lender here in the next 3 months. Great, well, I would love to help you turn that dream into a reality. When they see that you are now obsessed about it, because now that you've built a small rapport with them and you've connected with them on different platforms of social media, and they see that this is something that you are doing on a daily basis because it's a why that you have on the inside of you. See, the problem is why a lot of people aren't very successful is they don't know what they're pulling towards, because one, they haven't written it down, and two, they haven't questioned themselves to say, well, why is this my goal? What am I actually trying to go over? Because at the end of the day, you don't have to love the process, but you have to stay married to the destination. There's gonna be so many dips that you're gonna fall down 9 times. The trick is to make sure you know why you're getting back up that 10th time, because eventually persistence will prevail over everything. So you have to be very obsessive about it. Get the information, but become obsessed with executing and implementing, so then you can change your situation. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what I focused on, and that was my number 2 thing. I had to make sure that my obsessions would turn into my possessions, and for me, it has tenfold. Now, last but not least, and this is something that I think a lot of us as agents, we're trying to figure out, how can we differentiate ourselves from the rest of the market? Well, the first thing is you have to understand the ABCs. So what is the ABCs? It's appearance, it's behavior, and it's communication. What that sums up is you have to make sure that you are able to build relationships, because people buy from people at the end of the day. Nothing else matters. It matters about how many relationships have you been able to build, and do people knowingly believe, like, and trust you. It's that BLT sandwich. Do they believe in you? Do they like you? And do they trust in your ability to get their home marketed and sold? Hey guys, thank you for sticking with me and watching this video. Now, if you've gotten any value out of this video, I need you to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also turn on those bell notifications. What that's gonna do is it's gonna tell you whenever I drop more heat just like this video. And make sure that you hit that like button. Remember, in the dream we trust, but you gotta take action. Otherwise, that dream that you have will only merely be a fantasy. I'll catch you on the next one.